We are doing something that I have not done in a really long time on my channel. So this is fun. We're gonna be going like back in time. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's just grab our sketchbook, which by the way, last week we gave the cover a little makeover. So if you wanna see that video, I just spoiled it for you. Or you can go watch it anyway. I'll link it down below. Whatever. There's a construction. So we're doing something really cool in my sketchbook, but the reason why it's a little bit of an old school experience is because I was really sick when I filmed it. I had a bit of a stomach bug, and to be honest, I still kind of have it. I'm not feeling like 100% yet. I've been spending a lot of time in bed just sleeping, and this art project here that I'm about to show you is like what has kept me sane the last couple days. It is pretty much the only thing I've done. But yeah, I just didn't feel like talking when I was painting. So yeah, just keeping it real with you guys. Not every week is like happiness and rainbows over here. It's like I'm struggle busting a little bit, but it's okay. Anyway, I am glad that I got to paint a little bit, even if it wasn't like a huge project. It just gave me a little bit of hope, you know? And it was a little better than just like sleeping the whole time. Okay, let's just get started. Okay, so I'm taking my Hanhemule Jelly Gouache and just getting it ready. Right now I am spraying it with water to reactivate it because mine kind of dried up. And here's my sketchbook. We're gonna do a spread similar to this one actually. So let's find a blank page. The sketchbook is almost full, so I am excited to take you on a tour through it. Right now I am laying out some washi tape for my borders. And just another little promo here, but I designed that washi tape along with a bunch of other ones in my shop. So if you're interested, you can go to mirabyler.com. I have lots of cool new merch, so you should check it out if you want some washi tapes or vinyl stickers. I am still on the kick of like painting nature and scenes and just practicing backgrounds. So this painting here is actually an airport. And I'm not sure where the airport is located. I actually found this picture on Pixabay, and Pixabay is a really cool site. I am not sponsored by them, but I find it to be a very helpful resource for artists if they want royalty-free photos to use in their artwork. So this photo specifically stood out to me because it had a very warm hue. The grass was orange, the sky was yellow, everything just looked very warm. And I'm not sure how recent this photo was. I just found it on like the main page on Pixabay. So I'm not sure if it was like taken during these wildfires or like where this was. But it did remind me of current events, and you know, my heart has been very heavy with all the fires, and yeah, I guess one way of processing that is through art. So again, I'm not sure where this was taken, but my mind was on that when I was painting this. And another thing that I was like really focused on during this is just color. I'm trying to get better at color and blocking in shapes and just not getting hung up on all those little details. And I feel like this year has been a huge learning year for me as far as that goes. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I'm especially loving adding purples to my work lately. So I think that's another reason why I was drawn to this picture. There were lots of purples. Now let's talk about this gouache for a little bit. I tested this stuff in a video a couple months ago because I'd seen it all over YouTube and it looked fun. And it is fun. I love this stuff. It's very pigmented, and right when you open it, it's probably like the best. But after it like dries up a little bit and you have to reactivate it with water, it's not as cool, I guess. Like the novelty of the item wears off. But I do kind of wonder if this item is private labeled, and I'm not saying that it is. I am just wondering if it is, because I'm seeing so many identical palettes pop up all over the internet with a different brand name slapped right up on top. So it just makes me a little suspicious, and I wonder if it is. But that's just a little side thought. I'm gonna peel the tape off of this now. And that's like the most therapeutic part of doing these paintings, is just getting that crisp border. Oh yeah. All right, we finished our first painting. Let's get set up and start the second one. So I taped it off camera and we're gonna have a total of 4 little paintings in this spread. And guys, let me tell you something. I love doing sketchbook spreads with a bunch of tiny like paintings or drawings like this. And I think it's because for me, color just really improves my mood. So seeing tons of different pictures full of color in my sketchbook, it just fills me with so much happiness. So I think that's why I am gravitating toward that with this sketchbook. And another thing, all these little painting studies are so valuable to my learning process. I can try different techniques, mess around with new paintbrushes, practice color theory, all sorts of things, and the knowledge that I take away from it just is priceless. And it's also just therapeutic. So that's why you will probably see a lot of these little gallery spread pages when I do a tour of this sketchbook.
Like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn.
Okay, so on my community tab a couple days ago, I talked about asking you guys a lot of questions because in my last video, I actually asked you guys to share positive things that have been happening in your life in hopes to cheer up other people who are reading through the comments who are going through a tough time. And you guys delivered, and I cannot thank you enough, because I had received so many comments saying like, wow, this really made such a difference for me. I've been going through a hard time, and people really, really enjoyed it. And I also really enjoyed it, and it helped me. So for everybody who participated in that, I just want to say thank you. And you made such a huge impact. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions again in this video, and this is what they are. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would it be? I will answer too. Mine would probably be Iceland. You guys probably already know that. Okay, the next question. What was the last thing you created? It doesn't even have to be a painting. Like, did you sew a quilt? Or did you DIY a nightstand? What did you do? Let me know. I'm really curious about this because you guys always impress me when you tell me what you're working on. The next question, what is your least favorite art medium? Like, If there is a supply that you just do not ever want to use, what is it? Mine would be oil pastels and probably charcoal. Oh, yeah. Both of those ones I usually avoid. It's more like the texture for me that's hard. Yeah, anyway. And the last question, do you know any other languages? Let me know in the comments if you want to share. And if you want to share any other fun facts, feel free. I'm all ears. I've been in a replying mood lately, so yeah. Alright, I'll fill you guys in on this page. I decided to practice water again, which you already saw, and I have been messing around with fields of like daisies and sunflowers this summer, but I always get caught up on all those little details, so I decided, you know what, I can't get caught up on the details if I do a really tiny painting, and you know what, it worked, so I'm really glad I did that. And I think it's just so valuable to do really tiny painting studies anyway. It just, the way that my mind processes things, I can like almost dissect it easier if I do these like quick tiny paintings to prep for larger ones. So if you struggle with getting hung up on little details or even just planning your paintings, highly recommend. Just my little food for thought right there. And this last painting here is just a whimsical tree. I started from a reference, but you know, sometimes you gotta wander away from them and do your own thing. So the only thing I really took was the color scheme. And that's okay. All right, let's peel this tape. Again, the most satisfying part, you know?
7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait. Wait for our home to show on the horizon. Soon we'll be there. Hold on tight. I can smell the shore.
All right, now that you saw the whole process, this is what it looks like from a distance, and I really enjoyed painting it. I'm really enjoying all these little studies, you know, and this airplane one, I'm like honestly still thinking about it, because it would be fun to make it into a giant painting. Yeah. I think something on my bucket list this year, by the way, is getting like a proper giant wooden easel, because I just think I'm finding myself a little bit more in my artwork this year, and I have a lot of peace with that, and I want to go back to doing like giant paintings, because before I did YouTube and when I was in college, it was very like common for me to do like giant paintings, like 2 by 3 feet. Anyway, just my little side thing. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you're up to in your sketchbooks, or if you're even doing a sketchbook. Just what are you up to creatively, I guess. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.